Are we live? Wait, are we live on this? How do I check? Um, I'm gonna assume we're live on this one. Okay, I think we actually got this. Okay, okay. We got some stuff going here. That's good. That's good. Okay. So today it's a little bit different. I wanted to try to do this live streaming thing, get everyone used to the idea of me streaming, obviously, since I'm doing a little bit of the Twitch stuff, and I do want to hang out with you guys more, have a little more engagement, just make sure that, obviously we can, get this kind of thing rolling. Today, I wanted to give you guys the objective rankings for animes. We have a lot of these. I don't know all of them. The ones I don't know, I'm going to leave out, obviously. So, in this case, let's break this off early. I mean, first off, there's goated. Like, there's some animes that like I consider goated. Um, when they're beyond goated, that's when they've made it past that threshold to where I'm ultra biased for them. You'll see what I mean when I start adding stuff to that. The alright, kind of tier. That's like above mid to where like I'm not gonna shit on it, and I actually can probably watch it, and probably enjoy it. As far as mid, no explanation needed. Nah, that's just like a hard pass, just because it's just not even worth watching. Straight buns and dog ass. Nah, like it's so bad that it's just not even. It's not even worth like hearing arguments about. Maybe even considering giving it another chance. And then I hate Full Metal Alchemist, as most people know. So, let me just double check. Bleach top tier to me. I don't know about all of that. I am going through Bleach right now. So Bleach is a weird one because I'm going through it right now. I've hated it like forever, and I'm really enjoying it. Like so far, I'd give it like an A tier. Like I would put Bleach in A tier right now. As soon as I see that, that's where I'm gonna put it. Monster Masame. I really don't know anything about it, but it's the first one I saw. Um, the only thing I know about Monster Masame is that it has the Spider Girl that I'm really with. So, and if you guys have seen my Twitter, you know I really like that Spider Girl. So just for that, Monster Masame can get. I don't know anything about it other than the Spider Girl, but from what I've heard, it's so degenerate that I'm probably just never gonna watch it. But I'll give it a little spot there. Soul Eater. This one might be controversial. I actually think Soul Eater's pretty good. I'll throw it in there too. Berserk. Nah, bro. Berserk can get beyond goaded. I'm sorry. Berserk is so controversial, right? That like, and for those of you that have like heard my videos, I try to really like calm myself down a lot so I don't sound like a spaz all the time when I'm like recording these videos and stuff because I'm trying to be like as informative as I can, but this is more my like natural personality. I'm like a giant spaz. I have way too much energy. You can ask most of my friends. I'm spamming most of them with like ideas and DMs and like freaking out 90% of the time. I'd say I type in caps more often than I don't type in caps. So just so you guys know, usually when I'm streaming, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a little bit more of a spaz. Is actually what I'm like. So um, I forget what this is called, this anime right here, but I really don't like it because this girl looks so young, and it just like, and she's basically like in a skin suit. That one's getting dog ass. I'm sorry. Just for that, I haven't even seen it, but just for that, I gotta throw it in dog ass. Um, let's see. What else? Yu Yu Hakusho, beyond goated. I won't even hear. I won't even hear arguments against it. Um, Oh, and I'm gonna make sure to put these in order for you guys too. Yu Yu Hakusho's Beyond Goated. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. For those that don't know, I originally found it through Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament, which was a PS2 game, and I've loved it ever since. I think it's one of the best like series of all time. It's beyond goated. I love it. It's timeless. There's no argument with that. I'm sorry. Um, what's another one? Let's just find some craziness in here. Kill a Kill. Kill a Kill gets. You know what? Just because so many people have told me Kill a Kill's actually good and not just some weird sus shit, it can get dog ass instead of Full Metal Alchemist, but it's still. I just can't. I'm sorry. It's a little too sus for me. Black Butler gets a lot of hate, and I think reasonably so. I'll give it. I'll give it alright because like there's some weird undertones with it that I don't like, but the animation was so good and like the story's not half bad. So like that's where it balances out. Otherwise it'd be like an A tier. Like probably top of A tier. Now let's look at some other ones here. Trigun. Trigun's ridiculously good. Trigun can get the first A tier. Granted, my anime taste, as a lot of you guys are gonna figure out, I'm pretty simple with it a lot of times. If there's like good fights, good animation, it's probably gonna be in one of the high tiers, low key. Like I have Dragon Ball and Beyond goated. That's kind of like how simplistic I am. Like I could probably watch Goku punch things for a good 4 hours straight, and I'd be happy. I'd call it peak fiction on the low. Inuyasha. So here's the thing about Inuyasha, right? Is Inuyasha for its time came out and would have made like A tier, like especially if you were younger watching it, which a lot of people were, because obviously Toonami, Adult Swim. But like with Inuyasha, if you guys ever go back and have the chance to rewatch Inuyasha, you'll understand that it is actually like super repetitive. Number one, that's the biggest sin for Inuyasha right here. It is so repetitive that it's really just like the story's not there. It feels like you're watching filler for like 80% of the series, right? And they just throw in the plot points. So basically, between A and B, they've thrown in A1, A2, A3, A4, like questions on like a really extended like quiz at school or something, right? So it's so repetitive. The animation and fights actually really aren't that good. If you were to go back and watch it, like you would see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna give it mid as much as I love it because I'm trying to be fair, somewhat fair for some of these. For like Yu Yu Hakusho, Berserk, Dragon Ball, I'm not gonna be fair. They're going top tier. Now as far as Inuyasha, like I think I've shit on it enough. Let me check the messages. He gonna put it mid? Yeah, I did. What are your thoughts on Bleach? What arc are you on Bleach? I can't say because I'm trying to keep it a secret. Let me see. Same Yu Yu Hakusho. On God, Goku. You're based as heck for the Yu Yu Hakusho ranking. Thank you, Judge. Watch Black Clover. Let's see. What? Oh no. Watch Black Butler in 2019. Best thing about it was Sebastian smashing a nun for no reason. Okay, that was kind of facts because like I remember watching that and for no reason, like it was just it just gets thrown in there. Like he's shown to like basically be apathetic, and he's never like really. How do I put it? I guess he's not like. I don't want to call him asexual, but he's basically asexual because he's like a demon. He's not like human urges like that, right? And then for like no reason, he just smashes this nun, and there's not even a good motive or a good story like advancement from this. Like there's a million other ways they could have achieved what they were trying to achieve out of streaming software. All right. Yo, can you guys let me know in the chat? Is the stream back up? I know it went down for a second. Would you guys mind letting me know if the stream's back up? Let me see. Okay, so we're live. Excellent connection. Cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep going. Not to spend too much time on any one anime. RWBY. I'm gonna leave RWBY alone because I've seen like one fight from it, and I really don't know anything about it. But everybody who's watched it recommends it to me and tells me it's amazing. Same with like this dragon anime. So the thing with like the Dragon Maid, I've been told, and I've seen one fight, so it's kind of been verified, that like the Dragon Maid anime is like, it's just super hype. Like it's got like Fate style fights and stuff, and I love Fate fights. But I haven't watched it. I don't know. I saw some sus stuff with it, so I've avoided it. I'm going to leave that one alone, but I will, I'm not even going to leave it alone. So just off what I've heard about it, I'll give it alright. Yeah, just because the fight I saw was actually pretty lit, and I don't know how much sus stuff is actually in it. So we're just going to leave it in there, which is basically B tier. As you guys can see, I left like A tier just to like give you guys a little bit of context here. So like GOAT would be S tier. Beyond GOATed's like the stuff I'm not gonna be like I won't hear differently of. Like these are the greatest series of all time up here. That's what that means. Now, let's see. Some other ones. This one with Taiga. I'll put it in mid because so I watched this one with a few of my friends, and I thought I was gonna hate it because I just thought they were gonna be on some sus shit. But no, they were actually. I thought it was kind of funny. Number one, the animation's kind of cool. Like it was. I'd put it in I, but there is some sussery in there, and the sussery kills a lot of this stuff for me. It's up. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you guys. Dragon Maid is a mix of ecchi action romance with better animation than most shonen. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, if enough people in live chat like recommend it, I'll actually watch it. I love taking recommendations from people. I feel like it's really nice when people like are willing to share this thing that they're passionate about or this thing that they like enough to like recommend something to me. So like I really appreciate when like, my friends or, any of my subscribers or the live chat like tells me, "Oh, yeah, I'd recommend this to you." I think that's really nice of you to do. So yeah, if you guys like recommend any of this stuff to me, if you guys think I'm tripping and should like go give these things another chance, absolutely, like I probably will, cuz I obviously at this point my job is becoming like anime and stuff. So like I'm totally into like going through these again, or picking up some of these new ones. That's what I did with Bleach because I knew people wanted Bleach. I get asked for it a lot, and people recommended it to me. So I'm going through all of Bleach. There's 600 chapters, but I guess we're doing it. So let me keep checking the chat. Sorry. I don't have the chat overlay, so like I basically just have to keep like going to this screen. Why haven't you done Jujutsu Kaisen yet? I haven't found it, but I think you guys can figure out where I'm gonna put it. Let's see. You are an NPC for real? Oh, true, true. I know damn well you didn't put Kill la Kill in Buns tier. I'm sorry, Misk, for real. Let me talk about this, because I know that some of these are going to get some hate, and I know Kill la Kill is going to be one. So, as I said earlier, I don't like an anime where there's like a lot of super sussery. Literally, Berserk almost doesn't make it into GOAT tier, into like beyond goated tier, because there's some sussery in there that I really don't like. For people that have gone through Berserk, you know what I'm talking about, right? Kill la Kill isn't nearly as like redeemable as Berserk. That's why it's in dog ass, but partially I haven't gone through Kill. Alright, there we go. The stream should be back up now, but anyway, the long story short, Kill la Kill, I can't get past the first 2 episodes, and it's just, I can't, it's too sus, because this girl's supposed to be, I think, like 15 or 16, and they throw her in, like, the skimpiest stuff possible, and I just can't rock with that. Like, it bothers the shit out of me when they do that in anime. Like, some anime, like, I know most animes have some sussery somewhere. I'm sure I could find something even in Dragon Ball, where there's, like, very little fan service. But, like, with Kill la Kill, I feel like it was so blatant and in my face, it was bothering me too much. I can't. So, as far as I'm concerned, straight buns, dog ass, can't even move it. Moving on. Afro Samurai? Nah, bro. Y'all can guess where, but this is going in GOAT. The only reason it's not going in Beyond GOATed is because it doesn't hit that same kind of vibe with me as, like, my favorite series of all time. But Afro Samurai is so good, bro. The animation and the fights, they go so hard in that shit. Oh my goodness gracious, I love Afro Samurai. Okay. I won't go too hard on that. JoJo as a whole. So, no matter where I put this, I'm going to make everyone mad. So, I'm going to break it off. JoJo gets an I. In fact, JoJo gets an I-ish, right? Like, mid of I. Because JoJo, the first part, if I was rating this just off the first part of JoJo's, which I don't think the other versions of it. Yeah, I think this is just JoJo as a whole in this tier list. JoJo as a whole gets alright because it has like redeeming parts, but part 1, unwatchable. I would put part 1 down here in straight buns. I hated part 1 so damn much, and I think it's because when the author wrote that part, didn't really have an idea of where to take it. Like, I loved the Dio thing, and it's rare that like a series will have a villain that I love, and I'll still be mad. Like, how do you ruin my favorite? You have the best aspect, like a really good villain. Like, and then you fuck. I just can't. I can't wrap my head around it. I can't wrap my head around it. Now, as far as like three, two, three, and four. Two's all right. Three's kind of hilarious. Four is amazing. Like Stardust Crusaders, I think is like either that or Golden Wind. Stardust Crusaders or Golden Wind is peak JoJo. I don't really know which one. Um, but yeah, I think those are the best parts. Stardust Crusaders, I can't even justify why. I don't know why. Until you get to Dio, it's like really repetitive, but it's just like funny and entertaining for that whole thing. And like I've said before, I'm really simple with my anime taste. Now, as far as Golden Wind, I don't even need to justify that. All the real JoJo fans know why I feel like Golden Wind's the best. Even the people that don't agree with me, I've never met a JoJo fan that's been on me for like thinking Golden Wind's the best because it's still at least one of the best, top two or three, to everybody who's a real like JoJo fan. Let me read the chat because I'm going off here. I'm talking crazy. Okay. What about the anime Monster? I haven't seen it. Why haven't you done? Let me see. I'm hesitant to recommend Dragon Maid because one plot point is very sus. Yeah, that's what I really don't like. Monster is a good recommendation for psychological and mystery thriller. I might. Berserk is the epitome of sus. There's some sus moments, but like with Berserk, I feel like they're so few and far between that they didn't manage to bother me off it. And I've marathoned Berserk a few times. So let's see. Kill la Kill got a great story, characters, and action. Just very sus. Yep. Fix the stream. I am very much trying. I swear to goodness, I am. Thoughts on One Piece? We're gonna get into that. Yeah. The girl is 17. She's 17, but I feel you. If that's true, I don't know if that makes me feel any better. I really don't. I don't think that makes me feel much better, to be honest. But where's Boondocks? If I have Boondocks on here, it's going in goat. Sound is awful. Oh, is it? How do I? Let me see. Here, let me see if I can fix this. Okay. Sound isn't that bad. Okay. We'll just go with it. We'll just ride this out. I'm going to get better and better with these as I start figuring out how to do this. Sound alright? Okay. Oh, the sound doesn't make it to A tier? Shit. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah, we're good on that. So let's keep going. Another thing, Boruto. Alright, let's get this out the way. I'll give Boruto I. Okay? Because Boruto, as much as I've been the biggest Boruto hater for most of this, like, this little era that we're in post-Shippuden. And the reason I can give it alright is because they stopped a lot of the sussery that really irritated me. And it's got, like, infamous sussery, so y'all know what I'm talking about. So they stopped that, they changed it. And then they also, like, they still have Naruto and Sasuke, which I love, right? We get to see more of, like, the Rinnegan Sasuke powers, too, which is really cool. We got amazing fights from, like, the Otsuchikis or whatever they are. I don't think they're that interesting or cool. I don't really care about, like, you know, their backstories as villains, but I do like some of the fights we've gotten. We actually got the Kurama, like, Susanoo samurai. Like, I'm sorry. I love that they are, like, that they show, like, Naruto and Sasuke working together more. That's awesome. And then there's, like, a lot of callbacks to, like, the original Shippuden, the original series, so I do think that's really good. Now, Boruto aside, let's go to the next one. Bleach, I'm gonna go ahead and say, we can put it comfortably in A tier right now. I'm not that far into Bleach. Just to spoil where I am, I'm not that far. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in A. I think that's where it belongs. Let me look at this. Where would you rank Chainsaw Man? I'd put Chainsaw Man in Goated or Beyond Goated. I'm gonna think on that. If that's on here, I'll figure it out. Now, as far as sorry, I'm getting phone notifications like crazy. Okay, so What's another one? Fairy Tail. Y'all know where I'm putting Fairy Tail. Yeah, that's getting dog ass. Real talk. I know Fairy Tail's overhated by a lot of people, but I also, me personally, that's where I would put it. It's not even that like I could take something like that on recommendation. That's one of the few that I've given chances. I've given Fairy Tail like 3 chances, and I've tried to go through the whole thing. I can't. I'm sorry. That's why it gets dog ass. Next, let's go through and find. I do know about this. No Game, No Life. That's what it's called. I'm gonna throw that in Full Metal Alchemist. I hate that so much. The plot is sussery. The plot is sussery. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. Dragon Ball. I already told you. I told you long ago on the road. Dragon Ball's going in. Beyond goated. Yeah, I could. Alright, I think we are reconnected. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with, like, OBS Studio on this. I've checked my internet a few times, and my internet's, like, fine. Let me read some comments here. If you guys didn't see, I actually just put Dragon Ball and Beyond Goated. Let's see. I couldn't get into Boruto. Boruto's an annoying protagonist at first, and the new characters aren't that interesting to me. I do feel that. I don't think Boruto's interesting, like, at all as a protagonist. I think they did a Naruto reskin. It gave him, like, edgier, more annoying personality. And, like, they tried to do, like, the inverse to Naruto, right? They tried to give him, like, the privileged upbringing. Like, they were trying to, I see the contrast they're doing, right? They were trying to say that, like, Boruto is what Naruto would have been if Minato was, like, still alive and he had lived, like, this privileged life of being, like, born to a household of the Hokage, a princess, literally, because Naruto's mom, I believe, is Kushina, who's also a princess of the Uzumaki. Am I tripping on that? I don't know, but I know she was an Uzumaki, and Hinata's a princess, but yeah, and I don't think they hit that right, you know, because Boruto being born to that privilege is like, I get it could be like an interesting side story, but we already saw it. We have filler of basically if Minato was still alive. I think it's in Tsunade's dream or something, and it's like if Minato is still alive, and we saw how Naruto acted in that situation, and that was really cool. If Boruto had just been like a one shot, like maybe 12 episode, like, oh, what's going on with all of our characters after Shippuden type of deal, I think Boruto would have made it to GOAT, right? But instead they're trying to like monetize. So I think that's why Boruto got messed up. I think that's why they made a whole character around like privileged Naruto. And I think that's why the character doesn't hit for a lot of people, because it's likely contrived. Like, you know, I don't think the author was there for this one. I think they came to him and said, yeah, we want more money out of this, so you're going to go ahead and you're going to make us a whole series. Give us something we can make a series around, and you can get F off to wherever you want to go. We'll write it from there. And that's why a lot of it feels like filler, because it probably is written like filler. Thoughts on Gintama? I have not seen Gintama. I don't know anything about it. So, I got nothing for you on that one, big dog. What else is on here? The original Dragon Ball. So, this might surprise a few people. I give it dog ass. I hated the original Dragon Ball so much. And part of that, I wasn't introduced to Dragon Ball originally. I was introduced to Dragon Ball Z first. Again, through games. And I think I'm much better off as an anime fan for that. Because Dragon Ball, I think, sucks so much dog ass. Number one, the sussery in it irritates me. You guys might be seeing a trend. I can't stand this sussery. Like, I can't. It irritates the crap out of me. I can't do it. It's just not entertaining. The fights aren't crazy like that. A lot of it's supposed to be comedy, but the comedy doesn't really land because, you know, Toriyama's not a comedic person really like that. That's why like Z and Super and GT and most of the movies, they're not comedic. If you guys notice, after Dragon Ball, a lot of the comedy in like the verse really just kind of evaporates, and that's because I think Toriyama, or at least the publishers at Toei and at Shueisha, realize, yeah, this comedy is just not hitting. You can't do that. You don't have that gear, Toriyama, and he absolutely doesn't. And I think that's part of why Dragon Ball sucks so much. Um, so let's go. Let's take it a step further. Hellsing. Um, I'd give Hellsing GOAT. It's just that it's so long. I'm gonna give it top of A tier because, okay, so Hellsing Ultimate is way better than the original, but Hellsing Ultimate, the episodes are too long, the story's too long. Somehow they made like a 10 episode like series too long. And because of that, I can't give it goated because like it's just I can't even understand how you would do that. It feels like it's dragging a lot of times. If you were ever to try to binge the series, honestly, you'd be struggling through it. It would feel like a chore, probably 3 episodes in. Whereas like a lot of these other series, Afro Samurai, if you marathon that whole thing, you'd forget what you were doing. Like you'd forget life exists because it's so good. Same with these 3 up here. So that's why it gets that spot. Um, I do like some of these boxing ones. I recently picked up some of these boxing ones. I actually think they're really good. Goblin Slayer. Oh man. I don't know how I feel about Goblin Slayer because it's like, you know what? I do know how I feel. I'm gonna go with Nah for Goblin Slayer because I don't think it's really up there because it's such there's so much good around it. Like there's good animations, there's cool fights, there's like interesting interactions between the characters, like legitimately good things. And for some reason, they wanted to add edge to it, but they added so much edge that they go overboard. They go infinite, like omnipotent sus, and it just gets irritating. So I gotta throw that. I gotta throw that in the nah. I'm sorry, and I liked Goblin Slayer. Like I'm like my third attempt trying to go through it because like the edgiest parts of it are like in the first episode basically. And the first episode, the first time I went through, I stopped right at the really edgy part. I was like, nah, if this is the whole series, I'm good. Like I'm gonna have to pass on this one, big dog. Let me check this here. Most people who love Z hate the OG. True. Jared, I like both. Yeah, Jared, I don't even blame you, dude. Like, I don't think it's wrong to like the original Dragon Ball. I just can't do it. I did not like that at all. I couldn't stand that. Um, let's take a look. Toriyama has a comedic series which was very popular. Toriyama, I know, had Doctor Slump. Toriyama's had like 4 or 5 series he's written, and I mean, I wouldn't even bother with that. To be honest, I've read a lot of Toriyama series. There's ones that are really bad. I think Doctor Slump was horrible. So that's just me, though. I'm not even gonna judge you, Unreal. What's the one at the very bottom? What do you mean? Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, this is No Game No Life. So I ended up. So I saw memes around this series for a long time, but it was like super colorful, and I'm a sucker for like really colorful stuff, right? No Game No Life though, it's like a really aesthetic series, but I, dude, like when I say this is the epitome of sus, like this might be the most sus anime that I've ever heard of or seen. So that's why it gets Full Metal Alchemist here. But yeah, that's basically what it is. So is it great or bad? Wait, what's the one at the very bottom? Is it great or bad? It's really bad. It sucks. I wouldn't watch it. Goblin Slayer is a completely different anime in the first episode. That's not even untrue. Justin's kind of onto something here because like, wait, hold on. Let me fix my streaming. Am I tripping? Uh, am I doing something here? We'll fix it in the next stream. But yeah, so crap. I totally spaced what we were talking about. Let me go back to this. It's great or bad, Goblin Slayer. So Justin, that's what I was saying. Justin has a really good point here. So Goblin Slayer's first episode is really not indicative of like the rest of the series because the rest of the series is still really edgy. It's still not even as edgy as like Berserk, but the first episode, bro, nah, they lost their minds, bro. Like somebody needs to tell them to chill over there, bro. That was too much. That was too much. Like y'all gotta fall back on that one. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Sorry, guys. When I actually have the widget, I'll be able to do this a little bit better. Now, is he beating Vin Jin, though? Nobody's beating Vin Jin. What happens in it? I can't say that on YouTube. I will absolutely get demonetized. So that should tell you all you need to know. Have you seen Overlord? No, but I get it. People have recommended it to me, and I probably will go through Overlord. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now, they play board and card games in No Game No Life. I know that. There's just, if you watch No Game No Life, which I very much recommend you should not do, don't do that. But if you ever did, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Let's see. The series where they go over Goblin Slayer's past was decent. Yeah. Let's see. There's a few more. I want to find Rising of the Shield Hero really bad. Oh, here's another one. Slept on Gem, for sure. So, the Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland can get GOAT. Or not GOAT. It can get A tier. It's right below Trigun for me because it doesn't have any fights, right? And I think if you're going to be, like, a good anime, in my opinion, for my taste, you need some fights, bro. Like, you have to have fights. I need it. But Promised Neverland is one of those, like, really suspenseful series. If you like things like Death Note, it's pretty much right up your alley. Same with, like, Black Butler, because there's, like, a lot of suspense in that as well. It's right up your alley, and it does it better than Death Note and Black Butler. So, that's why it makes it there, for sure. What's another one? High School DxD. I haven't even seen it. And I know it's too sus. I can tell from this it's too sus. So that gets Full Metal Alchemist. Okay, so here's one that's very out of character for me. So this is another one me and my friends were watching, Kaguya Love is War. I'm going to give this A tier. I'm going to give this A tier because I think this might be the only romance anime I've ever liked in my life. This was so funny, and I love the over the top reactions, like from everyone on everything, and them doing like the L and Light Yagami, like trying to outthink each other, playing 6D chess on like a fucking 4D like tic-tac-toe Connect 4 type of board. Like they're just all over the place trying to big brain on each other over like the dumbest things. I love it. It was so ridiculous that I was all over it. I love ridiculous. So I think that's the only romance anime that's gonna make it like past mid. But like I don't know. Like, well, actually no, because Monster Masame is here. But this one's the only anime, like romance anime that I've watched, enjoyed. I'm not all the way through it. I think I'm like 4 episodes in, but damn, I did like this one. They got me on this one. They got me. Let me check chat. Let me see. Board games. Bowen. Consent was not involved, but goblins were. Justin, chill. Thoughts on My Hero? Actually, yeah, let me go find My Hero. I can probably spot it. I know My Hero, they go out of their way to make their characters really identifiable, so I should be able to find it. Yep. My Hero can get A tier. My Hero would have been in GOAT. It probably would have topped A tier. There's a little bit of sussery. It's just enough to where it kind of irked me, but I was like, alright, I'll let it slide, because most anime has it. I'll let it slide. You know, maybe it wasn't intentional, maybe X, Y, and Z, whatever. But I love My Hero. I've fallen off, though, like, really bad. So what happened was, instead of reading the manga, I was watching the anime. And I fell into My Hero way late, and it basically came into, like, what was it? I think I came in season 3, like, right as the most recent season started coming out. So, yeah, I got into that, and right when, you know, Mr. Fantastic, or whatever his name was, with, like, the bubble shield or whatever, showed up, I fell off from there. Like, I didn't care about, like, the school concert. After the Eerie fight, the one where, like, we see Deku versus Overhaul, that was so hype. And then we go into, like, this concert of the school. Like, why would I care, bro? Show me like Deku going, like, you know, I won't even spoil, but give me another one of those, bro, or something. Don't go into a concert. Why? Bro, y'all had the bag. Y'all had my attention. Y'all had my investment. And then y'all fumbled the investment bag. Like I don't understand what My Hero was doing right there. I can't even speak on it more. I'm gonna get mad. Okay. So my bad. Have you ever seen Kaguya Love is I've never seen Kaguya Love is War, but it's on my list to watch. Justin, I would say if you're into like, really intense or suspenseful or Death Note, Black Butler, like I was saying earlier, that's the move, bro. Um, Audio is a little choppy, but so far it's going good. Have you ever seen Devilman Crybaby? No. The only person who's ever recommended Devilman Crybaby to me is somebody I really don't like. So I stayed away from it. And I already didn't care about it, so it kind of... If I get, like, recommendations from people I don't like, it makes it, like, worse. Like, I want to watch it less, like, on the low. Not gonna lie, you sound like Seth when you're mad. I hear that a lot from my friend. I actually don't think me and Seth sound very much alike at all. I think we have completely different accents, and then I also think like Seth has like he has like a much different voice than me. I'll say that. Um, but I'll take that as a compliment. Seth's really cool. So, have you seen Attack on Titan? Oh yeah, let's get bro. Oh, let's talk about Attack on Titan. Where's Attack on Titan? Nah, bro, we doing this. Where are you, you bastard? Oh my goodness, if I can't find this, I'm gonna cry. Like, there's no way it's not on this list because we have, like, Tokyo Ghoul here, which is, like, infinitely less known than Attack on Titan. Let's see. Seven Deadly Sin. Let me get this out of the way while we're here. You know what? I'm gonna find it eventually if I keep, like, tearing through this list. So, Seven Deadly Sins, I'm gonna give it a mid. Because Seven Deadly Sins has everything I like, and they keep throwing the sussery in it. It irritates me so much. Oh my. Okay. So, Seven Deadly has like great fights. The animation in it, the animation's not like super high tier, right? The animation's like actually decent, It's just like the choreography of the fights. Like they'll just do really cool stuff. And if they had like a UFO table or like a MAPPA, like animating this, it would be so different. This would be one of the greatest like modern like series like out right now. And then if they tone down the sussery, we could rock with it. Now, let's see. I'm trying to keep up with chat. Let's see. You ever seen Kaguya? My Hero is a mix of really good parts and very boring parts. Overall, it's the peak of mid for me. Justin, I think you might still be onto something there. Justin kind of spitting today. Um, Also, you're talking about Gentle Criminal, and he's the best character in My Hero for me. Look, I'm not even gonna hate, but he irritated the shit out of me. I couldn't. Do you read any webtoons? Yeah, actually, I read Viral Hit, Lookism, and I'm gonna read one more. Oh, there's a Batman. Yeah, there's like a Bat Family webtoon that I'm actually gonna read. I'm pretty hyped on that. So I'm like 2, 3 chapters in, but I gotta catch up. Have you ever seen Stein Gates? No, I have not. Seen Seven Deadly Sins season 1 and 2. Best animation, trash from there. Yeah, it's definitely it goes downhill. So, Jared, I'm glad you knew about Lookism. Thank you. The rest of these, let's go through. This volleyball one's actually... There's nothing really to say about this. I'll give it alright, because the volleyball one's just, like, entertaining. I don't even really like it. I just get entertained when I watch it. Let's see. Alright, so this one, we gotta talk. I think Hunter x Hunter is in GOAT tier. Not even just my opinion, right? Because Hunter x Hunter has such a crazy fan base. I was never going to get into this until one of my closest friends recommended it to me. And he said I would love this. He was dead set on me loving Hunter x Hunter. I couldn't understand why. Because I was like, bro, this is nothing like Dragon Ball. Clearly nothing like Berserk. Like Yu Yu Hakusho. Nah. Like, why would I love this? And honestly, it's so crazy that they'll have like street tiers, wall level like fighters fighting each other, and they make like so much out of that. Like the fights are like low tier in power. they're peak. They're peak in like choreography and animation. Like watching Gon versus like Hisoka the first time, because it had been built up so correctly and for so long. Like it's so crazy to watch because you're like actually seeing like Gon doing something. He's got a little bit of smoke. He's got a little bit of smoke for Hisoka, bro. Like he's landing shots. He hit him. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna spoil. For those that haven't watched it, I'm trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible. But I get so hyped on these, bro. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go. Oh, hold on. This is gonna be one of the rare ones. So Konosuba, because it's so funny, it's so colorful, it's so entertaining. There's like a good amount of sussery, more than probably, I don't know about everything in this tier, but there's like a good amount, right? Not like not a whole bunch, right? But there's a good amount to where it bothers me. But the rest of the show is so goated. I love Konosuba a little bit. Not even gonna front. I will say, actually, no. There is so much sussery that like I still gotta demote it. I still gotta put it in like I, right? Below Soul Eater, because Soul Eater is really really good. It's like one of the most slept on series. Shouts out to Fingerprint, because you know he loves that. Um, what's another one? Oh, let me check chat. Now let's see. Ever heard of God of High School? It's a very good webtoon series. I have. I started it. Don't tell my boy Fingerprint. I am somewhat enjoying God of High School. I'm just not very far in. I think the pacing is poop though. Sinu over Jake? Yes. Yes. Rune. Like that just goes without saying. Prime Manager Kim over Sinu. I don't know about all that, bro. You better chill before Jester shows up. Hunter x Hunter goated, might be peak shonen. I don't know about peak shonen. It's up there, bro. I love Hunter x Hunter so much. Konosuba is fire. Yes, Clitoris. Let's go. Oh crap! Can I say Clitoris on stream? All right. Well, we hit a double peat on it, so let's just hope so. You seen To Your Eternity? I haven't. I don't know what that is. Let me see. I don't know what that is. Oh, One Piece is right here. So for those asking, let's talk about One Piece. One Piece. I hate that I have to put this here. Oh, crap. I thought I closed the whole thing. Oh, my God. Okay. So, One Piece can go right there. One Piece can get GOAT, and I'm doing this begrudgingly, right? Because I'm trying to be fair. One Piece gets GOAT because if I had my way, it'd be an I, which is basically B tier, you know? And, like, the reason is that it has, it's like the longest running, like, series, I think. We're past 1,000 chapters. We're going to be past 1,000 episodes. It's been going forever, right? I think it's crazy that somehow this still has, like a rabid, active, passionate, invested fan base after 1,000 chapters. It's one piece of treasure! How you ain't Bro! It's one thing! How do you need 1,000 chapters to find this? What do you mean? Bro, like, whatever. Okay, so, with One Piece, I'm like, I'd put it in, like, mid, maybe. Maybe alright. And, like, the fights are decent. It's more about, like, the emotional investment for the fights. That's what One Piece goes for. I go for, like, the flashiness. Like, I want lots of colors and sparkles. I want somebody to get punched through the moon. I want fairy dust and, like, Saitama splitting clouds and stuff, right? And, like, with One Piece, what they're really about is, like, the emotional investment. So, like, I don't know. It's not for me. It's not my thing, personally. But I do see that there's aspects to it that make it, like, a goated show. And there's definitely, like, fans that prove that this is, like, successful. What they're doing seems to be correct. So I will give it GOAT. I will give that shit GOAT. Let me read chat before I go off, like, on another rant. Take a screenshot. If you do close it, that's probably not a bad idea. One Piece, more like mid-piece. It's my favorite show of all time. Alright. Inuyasha and mid, pretty based. Yeah, mid as well. Fire. Runes with the base squad today. Fodderverse. Prime Kim over Depressed Zat. Alright, Rune, now you capping. Let's see. So let's get through a few more of these. I don't want to go too long on the stream. I don't know if you guys enjoy long streams, but I'll try not to go too long. Is this Fate? Is that Fate? Hold on. Fate can go... Yeah, Fate can go here. Yeah, Fate's going in GOAT. By the way, for anybody just joining, these are all in order, by the way. This is how I would put these. Yeah, this is how I'd put these. So, yeah, this is... yeah. This is how I'd put these in order. Fate gets GOAT. Fate is so... Ooh! Son, let me talk to you about these fights, bro. There is a fight. Okay, so I'm new to Fate, right? And one of the first fights that we see, one of the real big ones, is this dude opens a new dimension and brings back an army from the dead to fight like this little squad of people, and he summons a dimension and he necromancers up an entire army that he leads as this god warrior king. What do you mean? This shit is too hyped. This is why I like UFO Table. They are amazing. Okay, I'm not gonna rant too hard on that. Now, Fate again. I don't care. I don't even care if this isn't the one I haven't seen. It gets GOAT too. I don't care. So yeah, Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, all that. Nah, it's going in GOAT. That's where it's going. Those fights are too good. I will not hear otherwise. Oh wait, let me check chat. Point. No one actually cares about what One Piece is. We watch for the characters in the world. One Piece got my favorite fictional world of all time. I will say, One Piece's world building, I think, is pretty great. I think I do think they do a great job with that, and that's how they keep people invested. I don't want to get too far into conspiracy theories because I haven't talked to a lot of One Piece fans, but I think that's a big part of it. And the characters are likable. I like Luffy. He's very simple. I do like just watching him do his thing. It's very entertaining. Who else do I like? Yo, Sanji. Or is it Sanji? No, fuck Sanji. Zoro. Green Sword Man. Bro is about the hands. He's about the work. He is about the smoke at all times. There's no questioning any of that. I love Zoro too. I kind of like Nami. Weirdly enough, I didn't like her at first, but her whole bag chasing thing, I loved it. It's actually kind of it's a good thing. I do like that. Let's see. What else is on here? What haven't we gone over? Mob Psycho. Let me get this off rip. Mob Psycho's poo. I'm gonna put that in poo. It's so boring and there's so much space. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna give it one more tier because with Mob Psycho, they do all the stuff I like in fights. It's really flashy. It's really well animated. They're over the top. There's actual sparkles in the shit. There's holographics off some ultra rare Pokemon cards or LR Dokkan units and stuff. They'll put that legitimately as the background to these fights. And the rest of the series is a 1 out of 10 at peak. And then the fights are 9 out of 10. So I gotta throw it. Nah, I don't care. I don't care about the characters. I don't care about the story. The fights are almost ruined by how much I don't like the series and the story and the characters. So nothing I can do. I'm sorry, my hands are tied. That's where it's gotta go. Let's see. No luck spitting facts. Thank you. Where would you rank Naruto Shippuden? Oh, let's find that. Hold up. Naruto Shippuden. Oh man, I'm gonna get shit on for this. Shippuden goes right under Afro Samurai. I think it's better than Hunter x Hunter. I unironically do. I think that's where it belongs. I think Shippuden. Fuck it. I'm gonna die on this hill. Hold up. We're just putting our balls on the table right now. Hold on. We're putting our balls on the table. Both of them go and GOAT. They're both better than One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, all that. Because Naruto appeals to everybody, and there's a reason for that. It's because they're firing on all cylinders, bro. There's a reason that Naruto got so many people into anime. It's why it's one of the highest selling in merchandise, in manga volumes, all that. Not the highest, I think that's Demon Slayer, but one of the highest. Because Naruto's firing on all cylinders, bro. Like, the fights, wild. Watching ninjas do stuff that's, like, really, really precise and, like, super fast and stuff. Like, the body flicker by itself is one of the coolest things we've ever seen in anime, especially in fights. Now, and then the story, like, the story is pretty great up till you get to the end. And even in the end, it's saved because, like, you get, like, the character arcs, like, coming full circle for pretty much everybody who's relevant. Like Kakashi, like he gets to like, you know, have his resolve, his remedies. How do I put this? He gets like his closure with like his like dead allies type of deal. Cause like he comes to peace with what happened with Rin, right? And then with Obito, he blamed himself for like Obito dying for a lot of that, and his Sharingan's like a constant reminder. And then we see like when Obito comes back and he's still blaming Kakashi. Kakashi feels even worse. And then like Obito's like, oh yeah, by the way, all right, yeah, you were right all this time. I was being a dick. Here's my other Sharingan. And then Kakashi's cool. He's just like, oh, okay, everything I did was correct. Oh, this teamwork thing I was talking about. Look at my students saving the entire verse with this thing I taught them. This thing that, like, I learned and that I imparted to them. I am a good person. And Kakashi's, like, forgiving himself, right? You have Naruto. He becomes the hero. He becomes Hokage. He saves everybody. He's accepted by everybody. Cool. Sasuke. Sasuke has the best character arc. I won't hear otherwise. So Sasuke, like, he's just going in with, like, this evil thing. He follows that revenge path all the way through, right? If you guys didn't notice, Sasuke goes through and he does the full revenge, like, edgy path, and he follows it through. Unlike certain characters, like Vegeta's, like, who he's compared to a lot. He's supposed to be, like, the archetype, like, the edgy, like, counter, the foil to the main, like, character, right? And with Vegeta, he doesn't follow it all the way through. He slowly gets off that like evil revenge path against Frieza, all that stuff. He just slowly gets off of it and just starts a family and stuff, right? Sasuke didn't. Sasuke did the whole thing. He killed his brother, right? He went after like the 5 Kage summit. He pulled up on the most important leaders in the world and said, "I'm taking all of you out." And he got one of them. To be fair, he took Danzo. He took Danzo right there. He would have taken the rest, in my opinion, and this is a whole scaling thing that I didn't want to get into, but I'm going to get into it anyway. If it wasn't for the fact that, like, if it wasn't for Gaara, Sasuke would have took out the Raikage, and then probably would have took out the rest of them with the exception of Inoki. Like, Sasuke would have taken out 4 of the 5 Kage if it wasn't for Gaara stepping in, right? At the time he did. If he'd stepped in at a different time and didn't surprise Sasuke, Gaara would have got taken out too. I just want everybody to know that Sasuke could have beaten 4 out of the 5 Kage. At the 5 Kage summit, fight me. I'll probably drop a video on that at some point. Hold on, let me read chat because I'm wilding right now. Let's see. Do Bunny Girl Senpai? I'll go find that. I did watch some of that. Have you ever heard of a webtoon called The Legend of the Northern Blade? It is a popular Chinese webtoon. I have. It gets recommended to me a lot. I'll look at it. Especially for content and inverse debating. Zoro is quite literally a demon. Hell yeah. My boy go hard. Bro, you should get a second monitor to make this easier. So I have a second one and I just don't use it. I'm gonna do that. Let's see, Naruto Legendary. No, it's One Piece. What about JJK? JJK goes in Beyond Goated. I don't think it's in this because I haven't seen it yet. JJK goes in Beyond Goated. Just so we're all on the same page. How many servers or how many scenes from Naruto are like the best scenes in anime? So many. One Piece sold more. I know. Please put it in Beyond Goated. I can't. My thing with Naruto is like it doesn't reach that level of Beyond Goated for me personally. It has to strike me personally to hit Beyond Goated. For others, it might be though. I'm not even gonna front. If you would put Naruto and Beyond Goated up here, I'm not even gonna be mad at you. I think that's valid. I think that's so valid. Let's see. Sasuke got Black Air Force energy for real though. I'll try to avoid spoiling. I am sorry. I had to, bro. I'd just be getting too excited sometimes. And this is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I'm talking about. When I'm recording videos to, like, upload, I have to calm myself down so much so I don't do exactly this. Because I can go off for, like half an hour on, like, any of these things that I know about. and I'm too wild, and I think people enjoy more when I'm like calmer in my videos, kind of explaining things, right? Where I'm instead, if I'm doing this and I just want to stream with you guys and like just hang out, yeah, I'm just gonna be more like myself. For my videos, I do think people enjoy the calmer stuff, so that's why I don't sound like this in my videos. For those that are wondering or just coming in now, like this is what I'm usually like. Like even when I get into like calls with my friends, I'll try to calm down so I'm not just like taking over conversations or just like interrupting my friends and stuff. Like I have to calm myself down all the time. Like I am actually like I'm a giant spaz. Um so let's see. Gar and eggs? No, actually bro, do I have to drop a video on this? Cause like Sasuke could have destroyed everybody at the 5 Kage summit. Like with the exception of Inoki. Like it would have been bad. Let's see. What's good? No luck. It's Saucy. Oh, what's up, Saucy? Yo, yo. I've not seen you in a bit. What's your thoughts on Psyche K? I have not watched it. My main problem with Naruto is that it's just one of my least favorite characters of all time, and it being Sakura. Yeah. So, Sakura, I actually do think. I think with Sakura, I think she was originally meant to do something else. That's my thing. So, in the first Naruto series, I think Sakura was meant to, like, I think she was supposed to be like some kind of ship fodder or something for like Naruto, and she was gonna come around to liking Naruto or some dumb shit like that because they very clearly did not intend for her to be like a standalone character. Like throughout the series, that was one of the things I noticed even when I was younger. Like she was clearly supposed to be attached to like the character development of the other two in the tritagonist here, obviously being Naruto and Sasuke. Um, and I think that's the biggest problem. I think that's what she was. She was intended to help both of them develop, and they just didn't know what to do with her to help them develop. At a certain point, she was kind of just tagging along. Like I think even in the Kaguya fight, I think that they forced it. They forced it to have like a role for Sakura to fit into, and I don't think it took away from the Kaguya fight. I don't think it took away from the ending. I think that they just didn't know what to do with her because both characters I think grew by themselves. Sasuke definitely doesn't need Sakura for development, and we got that. Like we saw it. Naruto didn't. Like I mean, that's just kind of what happened. I think she was put there for character development of those two, and then they figured out that they didn't need her, so they didn't know what to do. That's why she ended up being a bad character. You know what else is valid? Prime Kim over Taste. All right, Rune, you wildin' today, bro. um, I feel like Sasuke is misunderstood as just an edgy boy. Yeah, a lot of people do just, call him an edgy boy. Most of the people that say that, though, aren't, like, really big into Naruto and haven't watched it like that. So I think that's where that comes from, Loki. It's refreshing. Oh, my bad. Are you going to watch the JJK movie? Yes. I'm waiting for it to come. I'm waiting to find it in subbed, or I might just watch it in, like, the theaters. I don't know yet. The Sakura hat is actually slow. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. The Sakura hate's like weird. I don't think she deserves all the hate she gets. Like, to be honest, it comes off to me like kind of misogynistic because a lot of the people that hate Sakura hate like all sorts of other female characters, and then they'll give like post hoc explanations for why they hate all these female characters, and it just gets a little sus to me. So like, I don't think Sakura deserves all the hate she gets. I do think she was just like underdeveloped as a character because she was introduced to do something that she just didn't like. The story didn't need. Like, and she didn't do very much that's like hateable. She did a few things, but like not to deserve all the hate she gets. Have you seen the gag series Bobobo? I would put that in Beyond Goated Phoenix, right? I hope that answers your question. The show should be called Naruto and Sasuke. I think so, but I do think Naruto, another reason that it goes in Goated is because Naruto does a good job of like giving stories to almost everybody who's like halfway relevant. Like Itachi has his own story, which I think is awesome. Um, like Itachi got his own light novels too. So Kakashi has like his own backstory. He gets like a whole arc. Let's see. Maki beats Dagon since she's apparently relative to Toji. Maki would beat the brakes off of Toji. What do you mean? This isn't even a question. Maki would decimate Dagon. Like it would be like what you saw Toji do. I actually think the Toji that we saw, the revived one, I think that one performed like he is not performing as well as the current Maki would perform against Dagon, because I think the current Maki is like physically stronger than that Toji by a lot, right? It's just that Toji seems to be like, I think he's more knowledgeable with weapons, and that if he is, they're relative and it's close. So I think that Maki outscales him in like raw stats and stuff. Like, I don't know. And then like just hand to hand combat, Maki's obviously better. Because Maki's had to like do the hand to hand combat, and she had to like start approaching Toji's level and start fighting like special grade curses before she got like the benefits of heavenly restriction, right? So I actually think that she's had more experience and better training, like with hand to hand combat and probably even weapons combat. Like, and now that she's like got those amps, she would destroy Dagon way worse than Toji would. It'd be pretty obvious that they fought. Toji beats on current Maki. Rune, you tripping? Yuta versus Toji, actually. Oh. Alright. Peril, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That is one of the videos I'm doing. So I can't spoil that, but I will say I'm looking at that. Kakazu has more raw durability. Fuck Kakazu. He sucks. He's annoying. I actually really don't like Kakazu. I've always thought he was like a crap character. I don't like him. Alright, so let's finish this up. Let's see. So we've got Tokyo Ghoul. I'm going to put it in Na. And the reason I put it there, obviously, when Tokyo Ghoul starts, it's pretty heat. But as the series goes on, it falls off so hard. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I'm going to put it in mid. Because those first seasons, the first part of Tokyo Ghoul is actually really, really good. So I'm with that. Samurai Champloo. I'll put it in alright. Yeah, I'll put it in alright. Because, like, Samurai Champloo is actually really, really good. Good fights and stuff. Yeah, I think it was super entertaining. So let's throw that there. What else is even on here? I think we have a few things left that I saw. Full Metal. You guys know. Hold on. I'm going to make another one. So, what are we calling this? What are we calling this right now? Alright. We're calling this complete poop tier. Yeah, that's where Full Metal Alchemist is going. It can't even make it to its own tier. Full Metal Alchemist sucks so much, I can't stand it. I've given it every chance in the world. It has sucked every time. I hate it. I can't stand it. Now, the last things we need to go over... Oh, you guys asked... Let's see. I think we... Okay, there we go. Oh, let me look at the chat, too. Let me get this. Yep, that power amp she got. Love the series, like, with no 6-pads amp, no Sage Mode, Reflexes, keeping up with Kaguya, that's so stupid. I know that, like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the scaling for Sakura doesn't make much sense. It doesn't matter, it's all good. OG Dragon Ball and Buns? Yup. And Chronicler, I've said before, I hate OG Dragon Ball. Where's the boy Chainsaw Man? So Chainsaw Man's, like, I couldn't find it on this list, but that one would probably go in Beyond Goated. Like, the reason a lot of my videos are about JJK and, like, Chainsaw Man is because they're in Beyond Goated. Like, just so y'all know. That is legitimately why. I think Yuta slaps Toji. My man miss AOT so much. Oh, yeah. Shit. Let's see, I gotta go have a nice stream. Peace out, Justin. JJK is fire. Okay. Let's see. Death Note? Bro, let's talk about Death Note. Very briefly. I'm gonna put it up here. That stuff goes in A tier. I'm gonna put it above A tier, actually. Nah, you know what? Nah. Death Note's getting goated. Yeah, Death Note's pretty goated because, like, it's something that everybody likes. I'm doing a video on this too. I've looked into why everybody likes it. Because I haven't met an anime fan who doesn't like Death Note yet, with the exception of one person who's a professional hater. Yeah, it's pretty great. I'll go over why. Whenever I drop that video. So, we got time for a few more here. Um, let's take a look. I think we've done most of the ones that I know. I've at least gone over them. So, yeah, I think we've gotten pretty much all the ones I know. Oh, AOT. So, AOT can get GOAT partially for the same reason that like One Piece does. So AOT throughout the entire series is actually goated, right? And then like the ending ruins it so hard that I've lost like where I would rank AOT. It's not nearly as high. Like I put it in I put it basically in B tier right now because if I include the ending. But if I'm fair and I take into account how like influential it is and how great it is, like you know, without that ending included, yeah, it gets go. It gets go. So I think that's fair. What else is in here? Let's see. Mm, yeah, I think we might have caught. Oh, One Punch Man. One Punch Man can get A tier as well. Um, yeah, I'll put it at the top of A. So One Punch Man, like again, this might just be me. I'm really simple. I love just watching the silliness of it. It's nothing but fights and silliness. Therefore, it's A tier, and it does like that stuff really well. So I think it deserves its spot, like top of A tier. I'd put it in GOAT, but it's kind of missing something. I don't even know what. It's just missing something. It doesn't have GOAT status yet. Let's see. And then the rest of these. Oh, let me hit y'all with a hot take. I also hate Code Geass. It sucks. I hate it. The edgy anti-villain thing. I know that they were one of the first ones to do it with Lelouch. He is just like he's so annoying. I can't stand him. He's just like an edge lord. His motivations are dumb. I can't stand his dialogue. He just sucks. Like no, I can't. Um, I think yeah, I think that's pretty much all of them. I'm surprised that JJK is not on here. Um, must be like an outdated tier list or something. But yeah, I think that's everything we need to cover. So yeah, if you guys like the stream, let me know. I want to try to get some streams in. I want to make sure that I'm putting some variety out there for you guys. So I don't get stale. I'm like I just I want to do stuff like this. Just hang out with you guys. Be able to talk to you, be able to interact. Just talk about anime. Because at the end of the day, that's how all this stuff started, bro. That's how a lot of you know me as like the debater. Like I originally just wanted to talk about anime, and that's where it kind of snowballed, right? That's how I found like a lot of the anime YouTubers that kind of like inspired me to get into like you know into I guess anime YouTubing, whatever. Is just because like I would look up who would win, how strong are these characters, and that kind of thing. And like after years of like learning to scale these guys and like learning like power scaling as a whole and getting through even more animes and fictions, now I can actually come back and just give you guys some of that info and then just like talk about anime like I wanted to originally. So I mean that's really cool. It's something I like to do. So I'm happy to do streams like this. I think I'm gonna do like a tier list of like protagonists and like probably villains after that too. But yeah, I think these are cool. I'll have the streams like more streamlined, no pun intended, to where I can actually see the chat the entire time, hang out for longer, that kind of deal. But yeah, yeah. All that being said, the W bro started streaming now, yes sir. Oh yeah, hell yeah. By the way, guys, I am on Patreon, not Patreon, on Twitch. Twitch is going to be something I'm doing more. Again, just hanging with you guys, showing you guys like why I don't play certain games because I rage too hard. Like League of Legends is a really bad one because it's like one of the most tilting games in existence. But I've been advised that watching me like lose my mind, like raging on these games, would be halfway entertaining for some of you. So if you guys want to see that, I'm gonna drop my Twitch probably in the comments and pin it. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow or the next day. I'll make a community post about it for you guys, but yeah, look out for that. Definitely come peep. I do this stuff to entertain you guys, so come be entertained. But yeah, that's it, guys. Peace out.